Greetings, YouTube. Today we're taking a look at a book called Monsters Who's Who. I apologize for the glare. I can't really find a better position for this. From A to Z, all the blood-curdling horrors you love to fear. What year is this from? It's got a dinosaur. What year are you? 74. So this is from 74. And we cover a little... so this is a very much of an encyclopedia. So it starts out just like, boom, alligator people. The Allosaurus. I don't think of the Allosaurus as a monster. Here we have a bit of a blurb from a Marvel comic. Who knows if they actually have the rights to that. Here we have some cavemen. We have an Egyptian god, which is slightly problematic. Here we have a monster from a... Shoot, is that a... That's not the British. That's still an American production. Here we have another Marvel splash page. And we have the Blob, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. More dinosaurs. And that is absolutely fictitious. That is not why they had long necks like that. But that is what I grew up on. For example, I doubt whether that actually ever happened. And the Brontosaurus, I think is a term which is no longer used by anybody. Captive wild women. That's a little problematic. We have centaurs. We have Kerberos, both of which are from Greek myth. We have here we have the Chimera, and this is the most iconic image of a Chimera there is, to my mind. This is a beautiful image of a statue that does, in fact, exist in the real world. We have, like, the coelacanth. It's a fish. It's a fish. It's not a monster. We have the creature from the Black Lagoon. We have a Cyclops. Cybermen from the BBC. I believe this is a British production, so maybe they had the rights to these things. I'm not 100% sure. But we have the Daleks in here. We have devils. Of course, we have devils. We have the Drake and Dracula with Christopher Lee. He is so much fun. And a whole bunch of blurb, and then that section is fairly long. We have a section on dragons. The echidna? The little cute spiny creature about... wow, okay. More dinosaurs. The Arenes. Or is it Arañas? Arañas? I can't remember that. The witch women of... Greek mythology. The Fantastic Four, I don't think of them as monstrous, quite frankly. Frankenstein, which is the name of the Doctor, not his creation. But of course, the Doctor was the monster. And here we have stills from the different... that's not Boris Karloff. That is Boris Karloff. And by the way, his grandson is a very nice person. He and I have had contact in the past. We have the Gamma people. That is from a classic horror movie. The Gyrion. We have giants, of course. Giants are very popular. And there is the bronze giant from one of the... Was it Jason and the Argonauts? I'm not sure. That's Harryhausen's animation, though. We have Godzilla as well as golems. We have the Green Goblin and Gremlins. Here's the Green Goblin. I'm sorry about the shadow on this. I really have to figure out some better lighting for this process. I'm using a different camera rig than I used the last time I did this, and I have not figured out the lighting situation quite as thoroughly as I would like to. I really need to put some lighting on my boom itself. That might help with that. We have Grendel. We have griffins, which are... I have a really nice bronze image of a griffin, which is historical, and it's really quite cool. The Harpies, I always loved the Harpies. We have the Hulk, Hulk smash. Hydras, the Human Torch, again, not a monster. The Invisible Girl, the Invisible Man, more stuff from, I believe that's from Doctor Who. It Came From Beneath the Sea. That's Roger Corman, isn't it? Jekyll and Hyde. Gins, Kelpies. Irish, the Kelpies are Irish. King Kong himself. The Kraken, Kronos, which is... Do you consider Kronos a monster? Maybe you consider he's a titan. We have the Lamia, which is a cool creature. We have lizards. We have the Loch Ness Monster. The Magnetic Monster. I remember that movie. I don't have a copy of it. I really need to see if I can find a copy of that movie that's got commentary. It's classic in its overall visual styles. We have Mermaids. I recently had somebody ask me to review a book on mermaids that I don't own. I'm like, I don't have that book. I can't review it. Mighty Joe Young, who I would argue is not a monster. The Minotaur. Monster That Challenged the World, another classic monster movie. We have The Mummy. Mutants from Metaluna. That sounds familiar. We have Mysterio. He's a bad guy. The Nagas. The Nemean lion that Hercules choked to death, I believe. He picked them off the ground and killed them. We have orcs from Tolkien. Phantom of the Opera, at least 2 different versions of him in that picture right there. Oh, 3. Sorry, I guess apparently Quatermass. Now, Quatermass was the researcher. He's not a monster. Okay, whatever. The Questing Beast. The Red Cap. That's a very appropriate creature in today's world. We have the Rock, a giant bird that can feast on elephants. Rosemary's Baby. I guess technically Rosemary Baby would be monstrous. The Salamanders, the Sandman, Satyrs, science fiction monsters, just science fiction monsters. What we got here? We have sea serpents. The sea serpent. There's another classic kind of an image of sea serpents. We have Sirens and Spider-Man, which is, again, he's not monstrous. We have Sphinx, and this is from Star Trek. Weird. There's kind of a Greek image from Greek mythology. Why would Star Trek be in here? Stegosaurus, the terrible wild monster. We have Thing. We have the dinosaur. Triceratops. We have the Triffids, and they were monstrous. We have a Trog, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Apparently I can't speak. The Unicorn. That's a kind of old school image of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, though better than some of the earlier illustrations in this book. We have vampires, a very classic monster. And also a very big section on that. So vampires get a lot of play in this book, both under the Dracula section and under V for vampires themselves. The Vajani, which is another kind of vampire. Vultures. Why would vultures be in here? Vultures aren't evil. They're just birds. Then we have werewolves. Though you could also have had a passage under L for lycanthrope, because there's an entire plethora of lycanthropes out there. The worm of Lambton, the Yena, the Yeti. I believe this is from a still from a British movie, The Abominable Snowman. I think that's from. Am I correct? Yes, I am correct just by looking at the image. Wow, I'm a horror movie nerd, apparently. And Yeti is actually going to have a number of pages. And the last, of course, we always see is zombies. And we have a Bela Lugosi from The White Zombie, which is an unusual zombie film because it's not really what most people think of when they think of the zombie films. They think of Romero, and the White Zombies are more of the kind of classic zombies from the actual Caribbean islands, where the mythology really kind of grew out of. So this has been Monsters Who. I'm going to be donating this book, though I don't know to who. It's entertaining at least, and then give somebody an interest in movies if nothing else. So, hope you've enjoyed this book, and I hope you come back for the next one.